Everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Cardano as well as a little bit of Ethereum because I think both of them together are relevant. And remember, if you do like the video, to hit the like button, and if you really like the video, hit subscribe. It really helps out, and I thank each and every one of you. So let's go ahead. Uh, if- Ever since like July, so the summer, Cardano has been down. And when you look at it on an Ethereum basis, it has also been going down too. This was never good, but it's something to you know uh, always keep in mind. Uh, the main driver of this video, though, and I don't really talk about it, or I don't like to mention it, is simply the news. Um, there are pieces of news that are irrelevant no matter how good they sound or how bad they sound. um, I think news plays a smaller part into what people actually do with their money. However, Ethereum 2.0 I feel is a larger news feed and news topic that fundamentally changes Ethereum and therefore has dramatic effects. uh, on the other hand, whatever happens with Ethereum, I think Cardano plays a heavy part in that as well. Cardano, in a lot of people's views, and including my own, is an alternative to Ethereum as a smart contract and also staking mechanism. And as long as Ethereum uh, does not initialize 2.0, Cardano remains relevant, very relevant. So as much as I like to look at like ratios against Bitcoin, Cardano is one that I truly think that it's important to look at it on its Ethereum basis. Because as you can see here, it very much oscillates, much like, basic attention token, for example, that oscillates, or even, Litecoin or XRP. There's certain points where it really shoots up. And I feel strongly, and I won't say it's guaranteed, but I feel very strongly that as long as Ethereum is the way it is, not not related to price, but what it fundamentally is right now, Cardano becomes relevant. So at this point, um, Ethereum 2.0 uh, is set to launch in December. It does require a certain amount of Ethereum to be in smart contracts 1 week before. The current number is 18%. We are currently in the middle of November. Next week, November, will be the last week where Ethereum needs to be locked up in order for the launch to stay at December. At this point, it seems like it's not going to happen, that there are rumors of delays, um, which is good for Cardano in my view. It's good for Cardano because it still becomes a single head hedge against Ethereum. Now, that's not inducive to why Ethereum's going down. If you look on my right, all altcoins are down. All altcoins are down because of Bitcoin's bullish move. But if Ethereum 2.0 does get delayed, which it seems it will be, unless they can come up with the a big chunk within the week, and it goes on as planned, um, Cardano becomes a strong, still stays a strong player in that space, and that makes me less concerned about the price. Yes, this sucks, but if Ethereum 2.0 is getting delayed, then this will reverse. I have no doubt. And when looking at Ethereum against Ethereum, it becomes as relevant too. So looking at the current price, I mentioned the last video, Cardano is bleeding, and it's currently both on all on three metrics, on against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, and against the US dollar. it's holding key supports. Cardano against Bitcoin is holding the last the one of the few support lines until it gets to this zone that it was in for quite a while. Currently holding here, and we kind of peaked out here, but it's more so here. That is the last support for Cardano against Bitcoin. Against Ethereum, we're in this kind of accumulation, I think, buy region if you're buying against Ethereum. I think that this is a very key level that we've seen numerous times where it pumps. When it's in this zone, it doesn't stay for quite too long, for maybe like 1.5 months, 2 months. Here it was from February to April, so like a little over 2 months. Right now, we've just entered it. We actually entered it in last week, and we're continuing to stay in this channel. Against the US dollar, surprisingly, it's still at 10 cents, mainly because of the bullishness of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is literally dragging every single altcoin up against the US dollar. So don't be mistaken when you look at Litecoin and say, hey, it's at $73 from the lows of like 30 bucks or $45. When you flip it to its Bitcoin ratio, it's down. And there's no other way of talking about that. And Cardano is no different. It's currently at 10 cents. It has been holding this line that it was last peaked at in 2019, at around 10 cents. Well, the upper channel is 10 cents. And it kind of ranges around like two, give or take 2 cents. However, in short, this is where you want to maybe consider accumulating Cardano. It has very much chances of going lower. It could very well hit the bottom channel of the RSI at around 30. But uh, you can, and it might be the more conservative play, to wait until for an announcement of like from the Ethereum camp to say that ETH 2.0 will be delayed due to lack of Ethereum being held in smart contracts, or you can dollar cost average it. And considering that it is in this lower region here, it might be a play. It could definitely be a play. Um, but that is a choice that you would have to make. I think when Cardano is in these channels, not so much against the US dollar. When you look at it at a US dollar level, the risk is considerably higher than the last time it was, when say it was like down here at like few cents. But when you're looking at it at a Bitcoin level or at an Ethereum ratio like this, it becomes a very, very um, tempting play, because when we have been in these channels before, we eventually rebound. Anyway, that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Um, Keep an eye on the news, I guess, for news about Ethereum. You know, keep track of how much Ethereum is being locked up. It's currently at around 18%. If it rises considerably in the week, then you might suspect that they might get it done. But at this point, with a week left, a little over a week left, it's hard to imagine that it would. And you could argue that the current trend shows that when you look at the amount of Ethereum being locked up in these smart contracts in preparation for ETH 2.0, if you extend it, a week and a half, it doesn't meet the targets that they need to get it done. So, with that said, keep an eye on the news. If ETH 2.0 gets delayed, I would expect Cardano to at least bottom out and start rallying. Uh, Coincidentally, it could be the same time when Bitcoin decides to chill out and everything starts, all the alts start to catch up. In which case, keep an eye on the like the Cardano Ethereum ratio, because the important part here is that like in my perspective, I would have more Ethereum than I would Cardano, but I hold Cardano because I hold Ethereum. It's the same argument with Celsius and Uniswap. I hold coins for both simply to hedge my bets against the other. You might do the same with Ethereum and Cardano. However, they're weighted. Ethereum is a larger cap coin. It is the safer play when comparing the two in terms of risk. So that should also be taken into account as well. But if the entire altcoin space starts moving, it's important to keep note of where is Cardano outpacing Ethereum, is Ethereum being out or is Ethereum outpacing Cardano, and that would show on this chart here. So remember to like the video and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.